thoughts on it.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're taking a slightly different approach. We want to get you really well informed on something quite profound. The philosophy of, let's say, unconditional love and support.
Yeah, and our source material isn't a dense academic text this time. It's actually quite personal.
Mm.
We're looking at excerpts from a really moving Japanese love song called By Your Side.
Right. And we're kind of mining it, digging into the lyrics to pull out these poetic, but also quite practical blueprints for resilience, for companionship.
That's the mission, yeah, to sort of strip away the melody, the immediate emotional rush, and really map out what true deep support looks like according to the songwriter. We're trying to extract that philosophical core.
What the song defines as the best thing in life.
Precisely.
And that core idea, it comes up again and again in the lyrics. It's really clear. The number one thing in this life, this whole existence,
Is simply that the person is there, the constant presence, you being by my side. Everything else we'll talk about really flows from that one single point, that anchor. It's interesting where the song actually chooses to begin this story, you know?
Mhm.
It doesn't kick off with like a shared memory or some big dramatic event. It starts with just acknowledging the subject's appearance in this world, their mere existence.
Wow, that's a powerful way to start. It's saying life changed the moment they existed, even before they did anything specific.
Exactly. It's like recognizing an inherent value,
Yeah.
not something they had to earn.
And then, okay, once they're there, it moves past just feeling fond of them. It gets very practical, very deep. The lyrics say the subject shares the speaker's pain and sorrow. Oh,
Yeah.
sharing there, it feels very active. It's not just, oh, I feel bad for you. It implies really taking on some of that weight, lifting part of the burden.
Okay, so it's active involvement.
Definitely. And that commitment level ramps up fast.
Mm-hmm.
The subject is described as actively standing up for the speaker. Right, but then it goes even further. This is the part that really jumped out at me during the analysis. The lyrics say the subject is betting everything on struggles and trials. I mean, betting everything. We talk about support, but that sounds like extreme risk? Sacrifice. Is that even healthy?
That's a really fair question, and it's something for you, the listener, to think about. But within the context here, it doesn't read like codependence. It feels foundational.
How so?
Well, the act of betting everything, taking that huge risk, it establishes this absolute unwavering commitment. It's like the ultimate proof that this support isn't conditional.
Ah, okay. So it's about showing you're fully invested, come what may.
Precisely. You're not just on the sidelines. You're in the struggle with them. It's that willingness to risk, maybe even more than the outcome itself, that defines this kind of dedication. It's rare.
So the takeaway here isn't just being present. It's being actively, maybe even riskily invested. Putting yourself on the line, that sets a very high bar.
It does. And once that foundation of, let's call it active investment, is set.
Through external actions, yeah.
Right. Then the lyrics shift.
Mhm.
They move beautifully into describing the internal effects, the psychological change. Because that support is so solid, the speaker's heart grows strong.
And what I find fascinating is how that strength comes about. It's not like flicking a switch. The speaker acknowledges the suffering is still there.
The external reality hasn't necessarily changed.
Exactly. But even in suffering, they feel, what was the phrase? A calm wind.
That contrast is so important. Suffering outside, calm wind inside. The presence acts like a filter or a buffer, changing the experience of the suffering.
It's subtle, isn't it? A calm wind isn't a hurricane blowing the problems away. It's just enough relief to keep going. Gentle, but constant.
Yeah, and the lyrics keep reinforcing that gentle consistency. Days are filled with kindness. And even when it's dark,
In darkness.
there's
Yeah.
still a soft light.
Let's pause on that soft light image. It's not a searchlight, not a sudden fix.
No, exactly. Soft light suggests reliability, consistency. It's enough to see by, maybe just the next step, but it doesn't pretend the darkness isn't there.
Which speaks to sustainability, right? A blinding light might be a one-off, but soft light implies continuous guidance through a long haul.
It's like the difference between needing a miracle cure and having reliable medicine. That constant presence ensures kindness and hope are always filtering through, even on the worst days.
So the internal strength isn't about suddenly becoming invincible on your own. It's realizing you're not experiencing the hardship alone, and that changes everything internally.
Yes. The support doesn't erase the pain. It fundamentally alters how it's felt. It translates the external chaos into a kind of internal steadiness.
Okay. That constant steady presence then brings us back to the core idea, why this relationship is the number one thing.
Mm-hmm. And the lyrics get very concrete here, using these powerful metaphors to show just how unchanging the support is, especially when things get rough.
They use landscape imagery, right?
Yeah, the deep slopes of a high mountain. Just picture that. It's difficult, exhausting, dangerous terrain.
Right. Steep slopes imply you're constantly fighting gravity, constantly tired, maybe losing your footing.
Exactly. And the power of the lyric is that despite that terrain, the support always stays close, unchanging.
It's not just waiting at the bottom or cheering from the top. It's right there, pressed against you on the hardest part of the climb. If it only mentions support on an easy, flat path, it wouldn't mean much. It's the difficulty of the context, the mountain, that proves the value of the constancy. It says, I won't leave when it gets hard. And that closeness, it's physical too, isn't it? The lyrics talk about warmth, Arjun.
Yes, the physical connection. Even when the speaker touches deep sadness or hardship, the subject always embraces them.
That embrace, it's like an anchor against just floating away in sadness or fear. It's grounding. And it directly tackles that core fear that often comes with hardship. Loneliness. Yeah, the lyrics are very direct about that. Even if the chest aches with loneliness, chit is awful.
Which is such a visceral description of that feeling.
It really is. Even then, the subject's warmth illuminates the path.
So that warmth, that presence, it's doing two things at once. It's tangible comfort, the physical holding, and it's like a light showing the way forward out of that internal isolation.
It's reassurance and guidance, all wrapped up together.
Making sure you're never truly lost, even when you feel utterly alone inside.
So the constancy is proven by sticking close through the absolute worst, the steepest slopes, the deepest loneliness. It's shown, not just declare.
Exactly. And this journey through external struggle, internal strength, and unwavering presence, it all leads somewhere. There's a destination in mind.
The conclusion of the lyrical arc.
Right. That gentle light, which was always there, now takes on a more active role. It starts explicitly guiding the speaker.
Towards what, though? The goal isn't winning or succeeding in the worldly sense, is it?
No, not at all. The result of all this shared pain, this built-up strength, this constant presence, it's described as the heart finding quiet, eternal peace.
Eternal peace. That sounds huge. How is that possible if the struggles, the mountains, still exist?
Well, that's the key. It's not about escaping the struggles. It's about achieving a fundamental shift in your internal state because of the relationship. The peace is internal, making the external chaos less relevant to your core security.
Like building a sanctuary inside yourself, anchored by that external support.
Yes. The heart is quiet, not because the world stopped being noisy, but because it found stability despite the noise.
That word quiet is important. It's not necessarily ecstatic joy, but stability, stillness, security.
It's the deep confidence that no matter what happens, the anchor holds. The light guides. That's the ultimate payoff, the synthesis of everything the lyrics describe.
And it's only possible, really, if you have absolute faith in that unwavering presence beside you.
Yeah.
It defines the relationship's success not by shared highs, but by shared unbreakable security.
Yeah, it suggests the biggest reward isn't achieving something out there, but gaining that inner freedom, because you know you're not alone. The quiet peace is the destination you reach when the foundation of support is truly solid.
It's a really beautiful, almost holistic view of connection.
Yeah.
Prioritizing constancy above all else.
So if we boil it down, the core knowledge here, this blueprint from the lyrics, is about a kind of support that does several things. It gives strength by actively sharing the load.
Mm-hmm.
It lights the way through darkness with that gentle, consistent presence.
Yeah. The soft light.
Right.
And ultimately, it leads the heart to find this quiet, enduring, eternal peace no matter what's happening externally. And it all rests on that one simple fact. Someone is always by your side.
Yeah, these lyrics really drive home that the greatest value isn't some big achievement or thing you acquire. It's the consistent, unchanging companionship that literally redefines your reality, makes climbing those impossible mountains feel, well, manageable, even peaceful.
Immensely peaceful, yeah.
So it leaves us and you with maybe this final thought to mull over. The song uses such concrete images, calm winds, soft light, high mountain slopes to describe this unwavering support. What images, what specific actions or feelings do you use to recognize that kind of consistent support in your own life? What best describes the presence that helps your heart find that quiet, eternal peace?
Something to think about.
Definitely. That's all for this deep dive.